us, Ruiz, for Regular News here in the city of Southern California, catching up with Lupita Medina. Her upcoming fight is on November 22nd, the rematch against Lilian Almaraz. It's great to see you again, Lupita. How are you?
Likewise, thank you. You know, just finished training, starting off the week strong on Monday. Yeah.
You fought Lilian Almaraz almost 2 years ago at the Commerce Casino. At that time, you were fighting 4 rounders. Now you're a more experienced fighter. You have 6-7 more fights. Way better fighter, you say, than what you were back when you fought Lilian Almaraz the first time?
Yeah, no, most definitely. I was, you can say, fairly new into the game. It was my fourth, I believe it was my fourth fight. 4-rounder. I also went up in weight class. I went up to 108. And during that time, I was still walking around 103, 104. So from then to now, it's a huge jump in terms of like my body composition and my conditioning, obviously going into 8 rounds, where it's like 2 different people. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So she started off her career with 4 losses in a row. Now she's got 2 wins. She's on a 2-win winning streak. At the time when I interviewed her, when you fought her, you said, oh, maybe the ring rust, because you almost had a fight in almost a year from your last fight in Costa Rica. I don't know if you all were already signed by 360 Promotions at the time.
No, that was actually my like introduction into 360.
Okay.
So I thought that was kind of cool. But no, I wasn't signed with 360.
Okay. So do you think the outcome, will this be a more convincing victory for Lupita Medina over Lilian Almaraz the second time around?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, like I said, at the time I was fairly young too. I was 18, 19. So I was super young. Again, body composition. The weight class, there was 2 different disparities. I am moving up in weight for this fight again.
You are? Okay.
It's going to be at 110, so catch weight.
Okay.
But, you know, we feel a lot more comfortable. We're walking around 120, 122. So that's a huge difference from walking around at 103 and going up to 108.
Why the catch weight fight? May I ask why you fighting?
Yeah. So obviously, I guess since the time frame, she couldn't come down to 108.
Got it.
Yeah, so we're okay with going up to 110. You know, it's not an issue for us. And yeah, I think this fight's gonna be obviously way more convincing than the first fight. You guys will see obviously the difference, the maturity. I think I've shown growth and maturity with every fight. So I think it'll be a good fight.
Tell us the friendship you've developed with WBO Super Flyweight champ. She's standing right next to us, Mizuki Hiruta. Second fight in a row, you get to fight on the same card right after your fight at Shumas Casino in August, and she's headlining for the first time.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? The growth that both of you ladies have done here in the gym.
Well, it's actually our 3rd time fighting
Third
together.
time fighting.
Yes. So no, it's great. It's amazing. I have developed, you know, a friendship with her. We spar together. Yes, we spar together. We do our camps together. We motivate each other, and you know that's the type of like motivation you need. You know, coming from a WBO world champ. You know, she just got recognized, came back to the convention. So it's amazing to be able to create that type of friendship with someone, knowing she wants me to grow as much as I want her to grow. We're very competitive, obviously, when it comes to sparring. But even then, after sparring, she tells me, "Oh, you did this. Like this was good. This wasn't good." So giving me pointers, coming from the pound for pound champ, like that's amazing. I can't get any better than that. And I feel like that's what women boxing needs, like more support between each other to kind of help elevate each other.
She was recognized as the best super flyweight world champ by the WBO just last Friday at the ceremony in Colombia, and she's like on cloud 9. Very, very well deserved.
Yes, no, most definitely. And I feel like seeing that and being able to, I guess, be a part of her journey as well when it comes to sparring and helping her prepare for her fights is, you know, it's just a blessing for me because that's the level we want to reach, and if not, surpass it. So
you're very close. You're moving up the ranks, which leads me to my next question. My next observation is your Castavalles fight. It's less than 2 weeks away, and she's fighting. We were to cover this, but we could always, you know, mention it again. Yadira Bustillo, a fighter with pretty much the same record as yours, 11-1. You're 11-0. So the chances of you getting a world title shot are very, very close. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, most definitely. Like I said, this fight would be my final fight for the year, and next year that's what we're going for. We're shooting for that world title. We're prepared for that world title. Recently, Sarah Borman just
defeated her title a couple weeks ago.
Yes. Do I think she won? No. But, that was an opportunity we had received a few years ago. But we weren't ready yet.
So you were called up to fight Sarah Borman?
Yes, we were supposed to. Yeah, we were supposed
to fly to Germany.
Germany. We were supposed to fly to Germany, and we were still in our 6th round stage. So obviously,
right,
it felt too rushed. And obviously, even if we know we have the skills, it's not just becoming a champion, but maintaining and remaining as a champion. So now.
So if she were to give you a call again,
most
Sarah
definitely.
Borman,
But I
you
think
were willing to fly to Germany and fight for her title? Or would it be like a neutral ground?
I honestly think it would be better if she comes here.
More exposure, right?
One, more exposure for her, and two, I feel like I have, respectfully, even though she's a world champ, I have a bigger name and more to offer than she does. Even though she is the world champ, nobody knows who she is.
Nobody knows, except in Germany.
Except in Germany, because all her fights have been in Germany. She's never flown out. So I think we would push for this fight to be here. And I think it would be a homecoming, obviously.
So you want her to experience the U.S. market?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Her name to be an international boxing star, just like Mizuki. Right?
Yes, of course. Mizuki already flown out of Japan. She is making her mark into the U.S.
This is her
fan base.
hometown. Yeah.
Exactly. Now this is her hometown. So I think we would push for that, for her to come out and fly over here.
So you were mentioning Sarah Borman. Now Kim Clavel became a world champ again, and you got Yoka Valle, 3 world champions. But out of those 3, in your opinion, which is the one champion that you will get the opportunity to fight for that belt first, out of the 3?
I think it would be Sarah Borman.
Sarah Borman.
I think it would be Sarah Borman. That would be the first, because obviously she has to defend.
Right.
She has to defend, and I think when it...
And you're up in the ranks for her title.
Well, it can go Kim Clavel as well, because we just got ranked 2 for the IBF. We're already ranked 2 on the IBF, and she just won the IBF. So honestly, either or, whichever comes first, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We just want, the opportunity to fight for that world title, and obviously win it.
The opportunity in 2026 will definitely be here.
Yes, most definitely.
Is Lupita Medina ready for a regional title belt first, moving up to 10 rounders? Before you're given the opportunity to fight the world title, would you be making the move all the way to the world title?
I feel like for women's boxing is a lot different, since the disparity when it comes to girls, there isn't a lot many, so we don't have to make that jump, that fight for the regional belt and then fight for a world title. We're automatic. Yeah, you can say we can get that opportunity a lot faster than guys. Exactly.
She fought Sarah Borman, and that's her only loss.
Yeah.
She flew to Germany, to fight her. There you go. Message to all the fight fans out there then, tuning in to watch your fight on November 22nd. And just like you said, more a better showing of what Lupita Medina was the first time around when you fought Lilian Almaraz.
Yes, so I will be fighting on November 22nd at Thunder Studios. I was going to say Commerce Casino because I'm so used to it. At Thunder Studios in Long Beach. If you guys cannot make it, make sure to catch it live on UFC Fight Pass.
There you go, and Nicaragua will be tuning in as well.
Yes, most definitely.
Thank you very much. Lupita Medina, November 22nd.